Don't get me wrong.
Us right now is former Republican presidential candidate and Trump campaign surrogate Vivek Ramaswamy. Thank you so much for coming, and it's good to see you. So the campaign memo also makes clear that part of the strategy right now is to continue to try to define Kamala Harris as extreme and radical. If you take a look inside this new polling from CNN of likely voters in these battleground states, though, what likely voters are saying is that is not yet working. Showing the way we see it, the way the numbers show it is showing voters largely describe Harris's views and policies as mainstream and Trump's as too extreme across these states. About half in each state saying Trump's views and policies are so extreme they pose a threat to the country, while around 4 in 10 say the same about Harris's position. A lot of numbers, but the point being is if voters don't agree with the extreme narrative against Trump, do you think Team Trump should be shifting now against Harris?
She messed up. I like the fact that she's saying Trump is saying Kamala Harris is radical, and nobody is believing Trump. But Kamala Harris has been saying consistently that Trump is radical.
I respectfully disagree with your characterization there in one important way, which is that voters have not yet been exposed, principally via the media, to what Kamala Harris's past positions actually are.
And that is what I've been trying to do. There's a Netflix show called Kamala Hassan, and we're at season 5. And all I'm trying to tell everybody, the topic that is about, it wasn't about that. You need to watch season 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I don't blame the voters. They've been served up a new version of Kamala Harris where she is running to the center on economic and social policies. But the reality is, if we're able to use Kamala Harris's own words against her, as I believe we should, she ran for president favoring an tax on unrealized capital gains, favoring an abolition, her words, to abolish private health insurance, a ban on fracking, bans on offshore drilling. These are the kinds of policies that absolutely are not mainstream for most Americans. And this is where I do think the debate will be useful. I do think that greater media scrutiny of Kamala Harris, hopefully with more sit-down interviews than we've had so far, will be helpful. Say what you will, you may or may not agree with Donald Trump. He and J.D. Vance have sat for tens of interviews, as have other members of the campaign and surrogate team.
And Kamala Harris, vice president, had to do a debate with a specific person. And when this person started ranting about he doesn't want to come debate me, they cut the freaking channel.
The reality is we haven't seen the same from views, as have other members of the campaign and surrogate team. The reality is we haven't seen the same from Kamala Harris. I do expect that's going to change in the next couple of months. And I believe voters are going to be very well informed heading into November.
Once again, things that could have been brought to my attention yesterday.
Vivek, but on banning private health insurance, she has said she does not believe that, and she does not believe that now. On banning fracking, she has made clear, and she did in the interview with Dana Bash, that she does not support that anymore. If evolving, or call it what you want, flip-flopping, you can call it what you want. But one second.
I can't leave that hanging. I can't leave that hang on policy, if I may.
I understand, but I'm going to ask the question, then you can totally answer.
My turn.
Very clearly that now is no, those are not her positions. If evolving on an issue, if evolving on a position, you can even call it flip-flopping on an issue. If that is now not allowed, if that should be, the death knell to a campaign, Donald Trump's got issues there.
Look at that smirk on her face. It's like, I got you.
So look, the reality is Donald Trump's been clear about his policy positions. With Kamala Harris, I want to be specific about this, though. Actions
on abortion?
Speak louder.
Don't change the subject.
Louder than words. When you brought up some claims about Kamala Harris. I want to finish that discussion. She said she didn't favor a ban on fracking now. The reality is she was one of the strongest proponents of that ban, so much so that when she was in California, she sued the Obama administration over granting fracking permits.
911, what's your emergency?
Yes, I would like to report a black-on-black crime. I can tell you right now, a bunch of people are going to get sober up real quick when they found out their president sued their favorite black president.
So we're actually back at the apartment complex that's allegedly been infiltrated by Tren de Aragua, the violent Venezuelan street gang, and actually bumped into the guy who opened the door for the fellas walking around in the hallways with the guns.
We spoke to him with the help of our translator.
¿Cómo están?
Does he know that his door went viral on the internet?
Sí, claro, yo guardé el video también.
So tell us what happened with those guys coming with guns.
No, cuando nos tocaron.
He says he doesn't know them. Just when they showed up like that, he was like, okay, I'm going to come out
and whatever you're gonna do, do it. They just randomly chose this door, that they forced open this door too, and that they kicked down the front door on that side.
Are they Tren de Aragua?
No, porque yo...
There's no idea.
Good answer.
That is the most stupid question. The reaction time of the city, the cops or whatever, was abysmal. It was almost non-existent. And you think he's going to snitch live on TV? A father that just came in with the son, yo, you need to be back. Let me check if these are the Trin de Aragua that I can't identify. Oh, it's news reporter. Let's just say they were robbers, but I'm not gonna snitch.
What did he think when they walked in with guns?
Obviously, he was scared because there was a lot of them. When in that situation, you just got to play along and let them do whatever they want.
And what do? They just walked in and did nothing?
I think they were just searching for something, but they didn't find it.
What's his name?
He doesn't want to give it because we're recording.
Does he feel...
Ladies and gentlemen, I know people from those countries. I hear stories from those countries. It's a non-existent thing for people in the first world country. But you can just get along with criminals in a very nice way. You just have to shut the...
Does he feel safe here?
He says he doesn't have anywhere else to go, so he's staying here.
I feel really bad for this person, especially as a father. I don't care if you're illegal or legal migrant or whatever. The whole idea is whenever you want to help specific people, you're going to include other people. And surprise, surprise, the government doesn't have a clear solution for the other people, because if they go after that socially, they're afraid how the people are going to respond, because their whole ideology to get things done is through feelings. But to protect those feelings, they need to protect this person and the person that came into his house.
They gave us shelter. I was a asylum seeker. I came in here 28 years back. I was given shelter. They provided me home, they provided me food, they gave me everything. I choose to come to United Kingdom because I know they will save me. Even I am from different faith, they will allow me to practice my faith in here. That's why I came in here. But I came in here not to change Britain. I came to here to change my life. Like I know they will provide me, they will help me out. But today, Britain needs reform. They need a change.
And these days, what does one party keep promoting? We need to change Britain to change my life. I'm like, what the heck is happening?
First wave feminism sought to give women men's rights without men's responsibilities. Second wave feminism sought to reduce or eliminate women's responsibilities. And third wave feminism seeks to increase men's responsibilities. We find that men can't win for losing. They still bear the majority of the burdens they did 100 years ago. To one degree or another, they are still expected to pay on the first date and onward, still expected to pay most or all of the household bills, still expected to be at least as educated as their female partner, still expected to be the one to buy the ring and to buy the flowers and then to buy the chocolates on Valentine's Day, still expected to put themselves between a woman and any danger, still expected to take responsibility for themselves and others, especially women and children. The primary difference is they aren't allowed to expect any thanks, gratitude, respect, status, or reward for it. In one, girls and women are their equals, every bit as tough, capable, resilient, self-reliant, and powerful. And in the other, girls and women are so vulnerable and fragile that they need to be treated with special gentleness and consideration, extra protection and respect. And they are so incapable that they need boys and men to rescue them from anything that might endanger or upset them. Men owe it to us for how horrible men were in the past. I'm just here to ask, what the hell are we doing to our boys and to our men?
Very simple. They're controlling them so they can't revolt. And whenever one thing doesn't work, we keep adapting. And once we have them really under control, we need to have the woman under control. Then we can add other people from other countries and bada bing bam boosh. And I can even want to protect a woman because then I'm a racist, homophobic. It's weird, but the government seems to enjoy using those to get their ideology pushed in your face.
We got donuts over here if you want to thank you for your hard work.
I can bring some for my kids here.
Hey? The 25% tariffs we just brought in on Chinese steel is going to help you out.
That's going to keep my job, yeah. What about the 40% taxes I'm paying, and I don't have a doctor?
The $400 million that we invested to invest in the card means you're going to have a job for
I think you're only here for another year. We won't see you around probably another year.
No, that's what elections are for.
That's right, that's right.
And I look forward to everyone exercising the right to vote.
Yep.
The basic choice, we're going to invest in you and your job.
I don't believe you for a second.
Dental care? Do you know anyone who got dental care?
Yeah, I pay for it myself.
Okay.
We're like 3 years behind.
You have a job and coverage?
Yeah,
but we
four
got
people
seniors.
in my family.
We've got
Every
seniors.
time we go for a dental visit, it's costing me about $50 in my pocket per person.
Okay.
Why? I have a good job. You're not really doing anything for us, Justin.
Well, actually, we just invested so 500,000 people who haven't been to the dentist got to go to the dentist over the past few months.
Probably like my neighbor that doesn't go to work because she's lazy.
She
just doesn't go to work. She lives the same life I do.
Most Canadians try to stick up for each other, and that's what we're going to keep doing.
Yeah.
Good luck and take care of your family, sir.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right.
Have a nice day.
Have a good day, sir. Good night.
Right, the other guys got the donuts. Excellent.
Equity and socialism feels very good, and I just think it's a cover for communism. But at the same time, you don't do enough work to make people work, because if you do that, you lose the reason to tax so many people so much, because that is the only way you can survive by telling people I'm helping other people and you are not allowed to say anything about it.
Do we need men?
No. Let us investigate.
You need a man?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
Why?
No.
Do women need men in this world? Do we need men?
I don't know.
No.
Why?
Probably.
Because we can be strong, independent women.
Never forget that men built society to impress us. Fire for pussy. The wheel for pussy. The pyramids, pussy. Space exploration, pussy. Without the motivation for pussy, men would still be in caves eating dirt. This is why our planes are falling out of the sky now, because society was better when it was harder to get pussy.
I know she's joking, but is she wrong? I like to impress women too. I'll do a lot to impress a woman. So if men don't have a reason to impress a woman because you tell them they're sexist, maybe some destruction is going to happen in the future. So wish us all good luck.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam jam, durloqueta, verdeta, welcome.